Hello, everyone, and welcome to Club 38, where the velvet ropes part and the world outside disappears in a haze of glamour and sound. I will be your DJ, along with the lovely Kate Gaming.
Hello.
And joining us tonight will also be the lovely Desi Jinglesnarf.
Hi.
So as always, if you've been listening to Club 38, you know that you could catch us every Tuesday night on Kate's channel, on Twitch at Kate Gaming, twitch.tv/Kate Gaming, K8 Gaming with an underscore at the end. Also, you could check out our link tree. We now have a link tree. Yes, thank you, Aussie Mike, for
Woo!
that last week.
Yeah.
It is link.er.ee/club 38. There you can find our YouTube link for my YouTube link to catch all of our replays for Club 38. You can catch the Amazon link, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course my Twitch and Kate's Twitch. It's all right there. Check us out.
That's a lot more simpler than an intro than it used to be.
I love it. Thank you, Aussie Mike.
Yes.
Yes, I absolutely love that. So yes, check out that link tree and you can find all things Club 38.
And come join us live and ask viewer questions. I don't think we had any, at least at the
Oh,
start of this.
thank you. Also, the Discord link is on there too, and you could come
hmm
in and we don't actually have any viewer questions. So,
And the
hop
link
in
tree
there.
is in the pin chat, by the way.
Yes.
So go clicky, clicky, clicky.
Ask. It doesn't need to be a Star Wars related question. Ask
Mm-mm.
whatever you want within reason. I'm going to say that because I
I
see Durgan in
actually
chat. I see
I
Durgan,
actually
so I
like
got to say
some
that.
of the other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't make me smack you with a rolled up newspaper. I will do it.
But I'm so this is like an episode that like we've had on our radar for a while, so I'm so happy we finally get to meet up, Desi, and talk to you.
I'm so happy to be here. Gosh, I love you guys. You two so much. Ladies and Twiggo.
Aw.
Heck
And
yeah.
Desi, if you want to drop in Rangers, the RSG stuff and
Yeah.
the link to make Ranger go clink clink.
Wait.
Oh, well, what is he up to
Wait,
tonight?
do we want to do that while he's not here?
Where is
Oh, why
he?
not?
Well,
Isn't he usually streaming?
that would be evil, but I mean, if you
Just
guys
call him
are
on the phone
open
and be
to
like,
it,
Ranger.
oh, he's what?
Is that him?
You
Is
know
that
what?
him?
Since he's here, yeah, I'll
Hello,
do that.
Ranger.
Give me a sec.
Oh man, that's great. But then also include like the RSG does a lot for the ACS. Aren't they currently running a campaign?
We are actually.
So we'll make
Uh,
sure we get all that information out. But I think we had touched on this when Ranger was on. They do a lot for ACS. They got some interesting rewards this year, so you can check out their Tiltify. Once we get all the links, we'll post it all. But
yeah,
Ranger has to
it's
put
gonna
on a
take me
wig
a
to
minute.
join. We had Ranger on like the other week.
I mean, Ranger, do you have a wig? I've never seen one.
I know he has
He's got a
helmets. That's about
he's
it.
got to do a Mando helmet.
Which you have done a phenomenal job, right? Like already with his Halloween costume, from what I've seen. That you sent the picture
Did I
of.
send you the pictures?
Yes.
Cause
Well, you sent
oh
me one of
yeah.
them. The one where it was the horns.
Oh, I didn't send you the makeup one. Ooh, okay. Let me go get the links first, and then
I
I'll get
know.
the
I'm
fun
like
links for
getting
you.
you like all over the place. Oh man.
Okay, I'm muting. I'll figure this out.
No, you
Hold
don't have
on.
to mute.
You got this.
Okay, then I won't mute.
But
All
I
right,
am
but
just, I am very easily
well,
distracted.
when you're
So,
ready for Desi questions, just let us know. Other than that, we'll just
you know,
talk for the second.
while she does that, I just want to make a little plug. As everybody knows, my situation that I've been dealing with. I just really want to get this out there. It does mean a lot to me to put this on air, and I do want to put out some statistics for those that don't know, I am a victim of domestic violence, and according to the National Coalition Against Domestic violence is one of the most chronically underreported crimes. Only 25% of all physical assaults, 20% of all rapes, and 50% of all stalking perpetrated against females are reported to the police. For the small number of cases that do get reported on average, a woman will be assaulted by her partner or ex-partner 35 times before reporting it to police, if ever. So please, if you're ever in a position, please make the call. The hotline is 1-800-799-7233. Please do that if you ever have to.
I see Desi's hand raised. Did you have something to add?
Yeah, actually, I do. I've been in that situation twice in my life, and it would have been really great to have known that what Allie is talking about is a resource. So, please, if you're watching and you need help, go get help. There's nothing wrong with reaching out. Please take care of yourselves. Love you, ladies.
Yeah,
Yes.
and again, that number is 1-800-799-7233.
Say it 2 times more. That's what everybody does on stream.
Exactly. 1-800-799-7233. Just to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, because we take care of our own and take care of yourselves, please.
Yeah,
We
and
love
there's
you.
nothing wrong with asking for help when you need it. So,
Everything is right if you're asking for help. IMO.
all right. So, Desi, you ready for some Desi questions?
I am ready for whatever anybody's gonna throw
Well,
at me.
like, so the typical questions. So, like, your account, what is it currently GP wise? Um, the basic
I
stuff.
would be happy to share that. I'm
I
still
know I put
putting
you to
this
work.
little
That's why
message together. But yeah, no, I'm happy to talk about it. I'm actually personally, my account's in a very interesting space because I'm over 13 mil, but I also don't care. So what we do on Wednesday nights, and what we have been doing for a while on Ranger's stream is let's see what it looks like when a 13 mil does not care. Like, let's just go in, let's be crazy about it.
but that like
Um
makes it fun though, because then like
that is exactly
you
what
do
makes it
stuff
fun.
differently. It makes it fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care if I win. I just want to get weird with it.
Yeah,
That
and no
that's the
fucks
whole reason
given.
I've been doing this. It's not because I want to win GAC. I just want
Is there
everybody to
like
have a
any
good time.
signature teams you use that you're like, yes, this is like the Desi special?
I mean, everybody already knows it's Night Sisters.
Which comp though?
Yes,
All of them?
Calvin?
All of them.
all of them.
All of
All of
them.
them. If I have the opportunity, all of them. All of them.
And yes, the animal. One in five men also experience TV, unfortunately.
Yeah, that
Um,
is actually true. It's not just a women's issue. It, anyone who doesn't feel safe in their relationship, please, please, please get help.
Yeah.
You are not alone.
and that number still applies to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so continue. Night
Night
Sisters.
Sisters is just all the Night Sisters.
I mean, I
All of
I
them.
am the Night Sister stan.
So do you have like
That's
all the
just my whole jam.
Omicrons and everything?
Of course.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
I I actually don't know if I talked about this at some point, but do you guys remember when Fatal cleared CT3.
Yes.
That was my account.
Really?
Yep.
That
Wow.
was?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah. He did the work. I gave him the tools and the wrench and
Yeah.
I was like, baby, go for it. Yeah.
Oh my
I was willing
How
god.
to
much did he
R9
pay you?
DACA before Marin was out there. So
I was
yeah,
about to say,
that was
like,
me.
was that before Marin was released? And I
Mm-hmm.
think it was. Yeah. That was a while ago. And you were the
Yeah.
only account then that had it beat for a while, I want to say.
A significant amount of time. But my whole point of view was, well, I'm gonna get these CT3 rewards. Eventually, it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
We could get Agnards to do the math.
Yeah, but it was a passion project. I was so happy to have Fatal do that. It was a beautiful moment. So
But those passion projects are also what keeps things fun and interesting, I think.
that's what's kept me in it for
So
so
what's the
long.
other passion
Exactly.
projects?
Everybody loves little, as Rabbit Beaver would say, little peepee.
If I were to do another passion project, like to the point where I was going to push something to R9, I think it would be the Kira Scoundrels. Not because they're effective, just because I really enjoy the mechanics of prepared,
I was
right?
about to say, yeah, the
Because I've already
prepared
got
squad.
Dash,
Yeah.
right? He's already out there. And then we've got these pirates coming in, and the synergy could be amazing. Like, I really want to get Kira
Yeah.
and all of those little scoundrels. And
But
I,
some of
I
them
don't
are
want to mess with the
useful
raid.
in other, yeah, but some of them are useful in other teams too. Like I still use
100%.
L3, otherwise Dash you
Okay,
can use every.
L3 is amazing.
Yes.
Plus,
Amazing.
Kira is useful in territory battles.
Well, Kira
100%.
also comes out with some datacrons sometimes where the Kiracrons actually have been pretty good historically.
Oh, super historically.
Yeah.
I One of the things that actually got me into theory crafting and like figuring out the interesting ways that teams could interact with one another was back when we had GOM and
I miss Gom.
and
T Money.
thank you, T Money. And she put out like this entire guide with GOM about like, if there's zero protection and if you have a certain amount of crit chance, like good luck killing this team. Um like it was so fun, right? To
Yeah.
like just get to play with the characters in this way and get to do something unexpected. That that was my joy in this game is doing some sneaky stuff, doing some unexpected things, right? Like
Yeah.
getting to roll something out in PvP where somebody looks at it and goes, "Wait, what?
Put that on one of
I
your
don't need to
GAC
worry about
walls.
that." And
Yup.
and then they get in there and go, "What the actual F and F is this?"
And now, depending what datacron you put with it, that could be a really sneaky team.
100%. I if I may blather for a moment, the initial reason why I joined this community, why I started like actually interacting with people, and why I love my Night Sisters so much, it was Warrior. Way
Okay.
back when the Night Sisters first came out, and I think it was Thanksgiving, and he was just doing a little video. And then at the very end of it, and he was like, okay, guys, for y'all who stayed here, let me show you what these brand new Night Sisters just did in GAC. Oh, no, not GAC, a TW. And he posted a picture, and I'm exaggerating, but it was something like 60 failed attempts against them.
Wow.
Like, it was ridiculous.
Oh
And
my
I just looked
god.
at that and I kind of went, anything that undercuts protection and hits you straight in your health is going to have a place in the meta literally forever. That was the first time I wailed out. I'm like, nope, nope, give me my witches. Give them to me.
That's
And I
amazing.
have never regretted it.
That was a
Not
while ago
once.
too. Because
What?
Warrior hasn't been around for. You
No,
were
he
here then
hasn't.
before I was, because I think I caught the tail end of Warrior.
I joined 6 months after Ranger did.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you've definitely been around a long,
Yeah.
long time.
I mean, I had no idea what in the heck I was doing for a year. I may or may not have been running a Poggle lead with like Luminara
That's
in
amazing.
Arena
A
because
Poggle
that's just what
lead?
worked. Poggle
It was the
lead.
time. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, we
know.
got like
There
super
was a
creative
point in
back then.
history where that worked.
Oh my god, that was a long
It was a
time
different
ago.
time. We
Oh
didn't
god,
have
yeah.
protection bars at that
No.
point. It was all health.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was a really long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I frankly the whole reason I came to this game was because I had just come off of World of Warcraft, right? Where there were expectations, right? Like you need to show up for raids and there's going to be this time investment and I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, there's no guilds here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no PvP. It's just like cozy and comfy and you can just collect characters and go fight things and
Not anymore.
and then it
Not,
slowly
no, definitely
changed
not
The
anymore.
crazy part
over
though is you're
time.
not the only person I've heard that's come from World of Warcraft. Like there's
No, this
actually
is not what I
quite a
signed up
few
for.
people who came from that to this game.
Yeah. No, I
I was
was one of
never a
those
WoW
top
player. I
100
was more
kids. And
Final
wow.
Fantasy 14.
Oh, I mean, but it's the same thing, right? Like you get into that MMO environment and like it's fun until it's not, right? Like you're being competitive, you're out there, you're putting the time in, and then it's just exhausting. I have a gamer version of PTSD from doing some stuff in World of Warcraft where just like I don't want to play this role. I don't want to be a disciplined priest. I don't want to be casting bubbles this entire time. This is boring. This is awful. I'm done.
Yeah.
Love you, friends. Peace out.
I mean, I wasn't a healer in WoW, but I was a healer. Well, I should say I did a little bit of everything in Final Fantasy. Um, I preferred tank. I love playing
Oh,
paladin
girl, that's the best thing.
only because as a paladin, I could keep myself alive. Like I could heal myself, and I actually could solo dungeons. Like people would die, and I could keep myself and
Hmm.
one of the two DPS alive.
I mean, playing a tank is wonderful, honestly. It genuinely is. Um, I if I may go on this topic for a moment longer.
Desi, this is your
Um,
episode. You
You
can
could
talk
take.
about whatever you want.
no, I really got kind of it was a trial by fire because I had this tank who was the most reckless human that has ever existed in an MMO. And I we talked about it about 9 years later, and he was just like, "Yeah, I was just pressing you because I knew you could do better." To which I said, "I'm going to strangle you.
Oh my
I
god.
have white hairs on my head
Because of you.
because of you." Because his whole thing was like, "Hey, I'm gonna roll in." No, don't do that.
Oh
Nah,
my
I
god.
believe in you. I'm just like, F, ah, don't die, don't die. And I always did the work. And yeah, he was right. But man, you didn't have to do me like that. You didn't have to make it that hard. Like, give me 2 minutes notice. But I did it, and I was great at it, and it did absolutely hone my skills. There were also some moments where he was like, "Hey, you want to go do some PvP with me?" I absolutely do not. 15 minutes of conversation, and I'm like, "Ugh, fine, fine." I'll do it. But I'm one of those people where, like, if I'm here and I'm doing my job and a little stealthy rogue kind of comes up behind me and is like, you can't do your job anymore. Oh, that is an immediate panic attack.
Oh no.
So I am in lockdown. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. All the buttons on the keyboard. Run, jump, do the thing. And we
Dip,
win.
dive, dodge.
And then when we get out of it, my hands are like, I have to go walk away from
No.
10 minutes. No, the next match is up. Fuck your match. I have to go take a walk. This is what
You
it
need to
means
step
to drag
away.
me into PvP. Like oh, I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And that's why I came to SWGOH,
So
right?
you
Because
came here for like relaxing, cozy game, and is that what you got
well, I got it for a few
in the
months,
beginning?
and then
And then it went
not,
downhill.
not so much. It was supposed to be a comfort, but again, I can't complain because guilds became a thing,
Yeah.
and I started to learn about the community. Actually, when guilds came about, the whole reason that I decided to join one um, was this one person who was kind of funny in our shard chat. And so I went and I looked at his account and I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Hey, can I join
And
your
I joined.
guild? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my
I
god.
didn't know who they were. They
Is
didn't
that
know
how
who
you
I
and Ranger
was.
met?
Who is this person?
Uh, no, no. He and I can tell you the meet cute later.
I thought you were gonna say he's like some big streamer or something.
No, no, he wasn't a big streamer. He was just a very knowledgeable player.
Yeah.
And I just kind of went, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. And I just came out of WoW and I didn't want to go do guilds, but guilds are a thing now. So I, I don't know. You're doing good work in Arena. I figure you have something you can teach me.
Yeah.
And he was like, heck yeah. Come on in here. And I joined them. And then at some point, that guild merged with ANZGC. And that's when I met Heinzie.
I was about to say Heinzie's old guild. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. Like way in the early days.
Oh yeah.
So I met all of those people there. I think like concurrently, I was watching Warrior and learning about the game, right? Like that's where most of my initial knowledge came from. And I'm like, oh, who are these other creators?
Yeah.
Oh, Arnold's kind of doing a thing. Oh, look at this little humble guy just doing something.
Yeah. Well, at the time, like those were all the OG creators. Like Arnold, Warrior, Ranger
Precisely.
was one of them too. Like
Yeah,
that's who there was.
that's who it was. And I remember I was listening to the Escape podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my
Oh God.
early entry points, right, to the community. And I they were talking about Urs and
Another big name in the
Tuscan
community.
law.
Yep. Yep.
Tuscan law. Like that was the thing. And I was like, oh, who is this guy? Um, okay, maybe I need to go check it out. So I checked it out for about 4 weeks. I was up there in the chat, and I joined one of the after parties, and somebody heard me talk,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like, oh no, it's a girl.
Oh my God, it's a girl.
Is
Oh.
that what
well,
they
no,
said?
no, it wasn't just it's a girl, but that sound, don't you know? Um, and then I did a thing, um, because I got with my ex-wife who was a writer. She is a really good writer. And I went, hey, so I need you to write something that is kind of like a penthouse letter,
Mm-hmm.
but Star Wars. Because I want to make an interlude. And, but I want it, like, at the very end, I don't want it to be sexy. I want it to be something that makes people recoil, right? Like,
Yeah.
go in their seats and go, ah, no. But also, it sounds so sexy, right? Because the voice,
Yeah.
like, you kind of can't argue with it.
You have the voice that's been on like so many intros and stuff like
Absolutely.
throughout the
Yeah.
community. It's just that like
Yeah, well, that
calming
was the first
voice.
one.
You have like
And in
such the
that first
calming voice.
one, we made it all like, oh hey, I'm just a scoundrel girl on the streets and I'm here in the cantina and I'm doing some work and like I'm kind of going undercover and
And
I
why
lit a
have these
Gomorian
three
ear.
scoundrels never used this?
Yeah, but no, it was a very sexy licking a Gomorian moment and I read that out loud in one of hers after parties and everybody was like, holy crap.
Oh my god.
That's how all this started.
Really? Oh my god.
Really? Really? I just had a night where I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna read some stuff." Hers was like, "Holy crap!" And then he quit and was threatening to sell his mods. Like the moment that I got a proper mic, I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, I can record this right for you." And then I did it, and he's like, "I'm not doing this anymore." And I'm like, "Dude,
You're like, I finally got
Hi.
up to doing this
I
and
finally did this."
you're
But
quitting.
one of the beautiful things that happened was many years later, Urs did one of those love on the holotables moments.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Hey, you want to come join?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll come here and talk. I'm always happy to talk." And at the very end of it, he replayed that sound bit that I
Oh my
recorded.
god.
I had no idea. Oh my God, I died. I absolutely died because I hadn't heard that in years.
Yeah.
So I'm simultaneously like, oh God, but also,
He
holy
still
fuck,
has
I
this.
sound good. Holy, oh. So, if you want to go digging, you can find it or DM me, I'll send you the link. It was a great time. But yeah, I am here because of number one, Warrior, number two, Escape Podcast, number three, Urs. And from Urs, it just kind of went out
Yeah.
from there. And I take so much joy in this community. I have loved meeting and getting to know every last one of you that
And
I have connected with. It it has brought me joy.
And you're like very, very, very well known within the community. Like everybody knows
mhm.
Desi. I feel like everywhere we go, it's
I
like
think
everybody knows Desi.
everybody.
Everyone knows you. But you weren't a streamer, which is it's crazy. Everybody knows you and you didn't even stream. Like why didn't you ever
Nope.
stream? Just never wanted to?
It's not that I didn't want to. So, for the majority of the time that I've been involved in this community, um, it's actually
Yeah.
kind of a funny story. Like I built my own PC for World of Warcraft, right? Because I needed a thing that was going to work.
Yeah.
And that was my first learning experience. And I'm going to tell you, that was a 2 week thing where I had like thermal paste all over my face. I had cuts all over my fingers because I did not know what the heck I was
Oh
doing.
jeez.
But man, I got there and I made that thing work.
I just paid
But
somebody to do it for me.
nope, nope. I'm
Desi's
that
like,
kind of
I'm gonna
person.
do
I'm going to
this.
do it. I'm going to do it or it's not going to happen. Um, and then one day I was like, oh, there's some dust building up in there. I need to blow it out. But the video card was like super stuck. And so I thought that I had popped both of those tabs out. I hadn't. I had not. And I kept pulling and I kept pulling and I straight ripped my motherboard.
Oh my god.
It was still stuck to the video card. And at that point, I'm like, well, I can't build a whole new one. I guess I'm gonna get a Chromebook and I guess I'm gonna quit playing World of Warcraft and what am I gonna do? SWGOH. Yeah, we can run that on a Chromebook. We can run that on our phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Star Wars. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Star Wars is wonderful. Um, and it wasn't until 9 months ago that I finally got off my ass and built a new one. Also, I have to say, major shout out to Night War. Big, we've known him in
That's
Urza's
a name
community
I
for
haven't heard in a
ages.
long time.
Well, I have to bring him
Okay,
up
Kenobi.
because at some point he was like, "Hey, I want you to be able to do some things, right? And like actually have a PC."
Hmm.
He pulled some parts like out of his pile, built a PC for me, and mailed it to me.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That was it was so sweet. It was the best
Aw.
thing. I'm actually looking at it 2 feet to my right.
Uh-huh.
Um, but that PC also gave me the tools that I needed to get a job when I was working remotely. So he didn't just affect my life in like this gaming perspective. He gave me the ability to earn money.
Yeah.
So that this community has given me so much that I never asked for. I can tell a story about a cat picture. Actually, I kind of want to tell that.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a love letter. I have so many love letters to this community, and I there are so many reasons that I have stayed for so long. But I'm gonna cut my camera for a minute because I A, I need to find the picture, and B, I need to take care of some business. So carry on. I'll be right back.
All right.
Thank you for thank you for indulging me, by the way. I have so many words. You guys are amazing. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be here. Yeah, speaking of escape podcast though, I'm taking the escape pod off of that shipwreck. Not sure if Ranger told you about that at all, Kate. I messaged him.
Oh,
I'm
about
trying to
MC3?
jump over to your. Yeah, I'm trying to get over there
Nice.
with the big account, not the baby, obviously.
Yeah, I figured that, but that's all good. But other SWGOH news wise, did we really have anything this week?
Not
I
really.
mean, we had the fireside chat, and that kind of overshadowed like everything last week.
Yeah, that was basically everything.
Well, we got the new B
Since then it's
wing.
been quiet. We did get that. Did you unlock that yet?
I unlocked it. Uh, did not have a chance to like read anything about it, but I mean, from what I have read, it seems like they're trying to bring Home One back into the picture, giving it a
At
little
least
bit of a lifter.
a little bit relevant.
I don't know
Obviously
how
it's not
much
gonna
it's
take
gonna.
out the big three GLs, but
No, but it'll bring it back into. I don't even know at this point
maybe
where it's
malevolent.
gonna be.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Doubtful, but maybe.
Malachor had a new bug feature in TV. Oh boy. Let me see if I can find a quick thing of
Um,
the news.
how is your conquest going?
I read created today, and it just took me a couple more days than normal.
No way. I read created like 2 hours ago.
The accuracy down feat and the Order 66 one just took me a while to do, but we got it done. And now I'm going to work on my datacrons because those focus ones take up a lot of time and resources.
Wait, what? Arnold was beaten executor with a 3-star B wing and home one.
Really? Interesting. I'll have to look
That is
into that.
crazy.
I'll have to look into that.
Did he use the Rogue One in it? That would be my first question would be, did he use Rogue One? Because that Rogue One is supposed to nerf Executor. Um, and obviously you really want to use that with Profundity.
That's interesting. And I mean, we're still in the like Rogue One from what I saw. No Rogue One from what I saw. I think he was using Resistance Pilot for target lock. Well,
Hmm.
Guess I got some homework to do after this. Ravensclaw gets
The
supercharged from
Ravenclaw gets
viewing,
supercharged.
which is nice because that's just been a ship that's just been like sitting
On the
on,
shelf.
yeah, my shelf for a long time. Then I'm like, why did I even work on
Yeah, because
this?
I don't ever use Home One either. Like that's just there.
Think they'll nerf it. I didn't see him use it, but he may have tested it.
Oh, I guarantee he tests it. He always does with new uh featured characters.
It'll be interesting. I don't really know what their intention was on what ships it was supposed to take out, but I don't know if they meant for it to take out Executor.
Yeah, I think it was supposed. I believe they said that it was supposed to be just like a little lifter, just to bring it up to like use.
Yeah. But nowadays, taking out Executor would be of use. Like, a lot of
I
the
think
meta we're in right now, you
Negotiator.
almost have to. Yeah, but then Negotiator has its own thing going on where it takes out, like, not everything, but a lot. You can use a lot of different lineups of Negotiator for almost everything. Almost.
Marshmallow says that his testing makes Negotiator look dumb easy,
Hmm.
which is good because you see a lot of negotiators everywhere. That's generally like in the walls on Territory Wars and GAC. Generally, you toss that in there too. Um,
I'll have to
Having
take a
that
look
there
at the testing.
to be a quick counter opens up a lot.
It would be nice to have just another option for a counter with Home 1. Instead of being like, oh, I used my, like, so many fleets and now I'm tapped out and I cannot do anything about it.
Oh, I drop one battle in fleets. Well, there that goes.
So it's nice to have more options. And I see we got Desi back. Got the links. Oh,
Yes,
got the links.
I forgot about that because I got into storytelling mode.
It's
But
okay.
Ranger, don't think you have escaped from it, my dear.
If anybody wants to make Ranger drink, and he will because he's in chat, be sure to go donate to his PayPal. And then we also had Desi put the Tiltify link for their ACS fundraiser.
I did all the things. Club 38, charity donations,
Yeah.
punishing
So
ranger
if
donations.
you're not if you're listening, not watching, the link tree is linktr period ee slash club 38. You could also go to paypal.me slash reality skewed gamers.
And that is for
Make
Ranger.
sure you donate. That is for Rangers. Make sure if you're watching the streams, you donate and you say clink clink and make them do the drink drink.
Say clink clink so we know to go tell him clink clink.
That's the tagline, right?
That was the
And
best. Like, everybody would just, if they donated, one Ranger was join us, they just like clink clink. Like, all right, go check your PayPal,
Because it's
Ranger.
not that he doesn't trust you. He just doesn't trust you.
yeah, make sure that it helps with the RSG versus cancer
Yeah,
donations. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of work for that over multiple years and we want to keep doing it. Um, may may I tell one last story, pretty please, about how
of
much I
You
course,
love
don't
the
have to
community?
ask us for permission to tell stories. This is your
I just
episode.
don't want to interrupt the conversation. Um, so there was a moment during the pandemic where I had been laid off from my job because I was a temp. And then my entire apartment got flooded with, let's just say the toilet broke.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it went all
oh, that's
over
shitty.
every room
Ugh.
in every way. There was a night where I was stacking things on top of things on top of things to ensure that everything was safe. And that night I popped into Urza's stream and I was like, y'all, um, dealing with poop sucks.
Literally.
And I hope that you don't ever have to go through a flood, but that's happening. And also my cat just died, which yeah, that happened. So it's like pandemic just kicked off, lost my job, my beloved sweet darling Doyle died, and then I had to relocate. So it was a bad time. Um Shout out to Lewis Hawkster. I don't know if any of you guys remember him, but he was a fixture in the hall. And this was the first moment that I got truly endeared to the community. He DM'd me and he was like, "Hey, so I know I'm a random internet weirdo, but would you feel comfortable sending me a picture of your cat and also sending me a shipping address?" And at that point, I'm like, you know what? You're in the hall. If you do something bad, the community is going to hold you accountable. So sure, why not? And then a couple of weeks later, I got this.
Oh my god.
He
Oh my, that
did
is so sweet.
he did a wood burning picture of my beloved little boy,
Aw.
unprompted, just out of care for me. And I'm trying not to cry. It was such a huge moment, but I that's when I fell in love with the community. And that's why I'm never leaving. I I say this sincerely. I love you guys. I have never seen a community that is more supportive of its creators. You know, when it came to that, when it came to people who were affected by cancer, in every situation, everybody in this community has stood up, and just done everything that they can for each other. I'm gonna appreciate all of y'all forever. Sorry to get emotional. It's just
That's okay. I mean, the community, like,
No,
y'all
no
y'all
need to
mean a
be sorry.
lot to me.
you really think about it, this community's been through a lot, like,
We
throughout the
really,
years.
really have.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
know
But
we have a
it's
lot of newer people listening and they might not know everything, but this community went through a lot to be
we
where we are
really did.
today.
We
so
really did.
not a lot of people know this, but Desi and I have gotten to a point where everybody knows my situation, and when I was sleeping on my dad's couch, I was just venting to Desi one night, and I was like going on about how I need to get better, and money's tight because I'm just a TA. I'm a teacher in a UPK. I don't make a whole lot of money. And I needed to get all these tests done to get like certificates and stuff to make more. And Desi's like, "Hey, check your Venmo."
Aww.
Well,
Like
that was
that
the
is
thing
our
that was needed
community.
to move your life forward, right?
This is our community, and it is such a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I I want to
amazing.
lift people up, and that is the biggest thank you that I can give back because so many people have lifted me up on so many occasions. And also I met Ranger as a result of this, so
She was
there's that
literally
too.
like all she asked for. She was like, "Hey, get in a better place and show me the receipts that you paid for the tests." That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got no words for how much that means to me. Like
Well, you
that
mean
meant
a
a
lot
lot.
to me too. And
That's just how this community is. Like, that's not the first time I've heard of stuff like that. It's just that's how this community is. I don't know
We
how
look
else
out
to
for
say
each
it.
other.
This community, like, you really think
We
about
are
it,
small, but we are powerful.
we've all been through a lot of different like seasons of life in this community. Like when I started, I was trying to plan a wedding in COVID. Like that's where I started at this
That
community.
dumpster fire. Oh God.
Oh my god, it
Yeah.
was a nightmare. But at the time, it was my husband, my now husband, he was working, like he still had to go in. He was an essential worker, and I was home a lot by myself cuz my job became remote. And I wasn't talking to
Can we
anybody.
call him Tree Trunks?
Yes, you can. We always still say that. Everybody who like knows my husband from back then still calls him Tree Trunk. I know Ranger does. He's like, "How's Tree Trunk?" I'm like, "He's good."
Speaking of Ranger, he says, that's right, she did, and she has provided so much to Ranger as well, like Fernet and shampoo drinks. Pause.
May I interject for just a moment on
You
that?
don't have to keep asking to interject.
I just want it to be known. I gave Ranger a lot of opportunities to not have to drink Fernet Branca. But we had this back and forth where he said consistently, Foster's is the worst thing in the world. And I said,
Oh god.
No, baby, it's not. Yes, it is. No, really, it's not. Yes, it is. There's nothing in the world I could hate more than this.
And then he had Burnett. Yep.
And I'm this kind of
Ding dong, the
person where
witch is
I'm
dead.
like, I'm sorry, did you tell me I'm wrong? Okay, you have one more chance. Do you want to say that one more time? There's nothing worse in the world than Foster's. No, no, it's the worst. I didn't tell him. I just bought that bottle of Fernet Branca, put it down in his house, and I was just like, yeah, yeah. You know, the next time you get a donation, why don't you drink that? Why don't you try it while I'm here? No, I'm not doing that. Okay, fine. I guess you can fuck around and find out.
Oh
And
man.
yeah, now we're here. Now we're here. I guess the moral of the story is if I it, if I ever say, "Are you sure?" the appropriate response is, "Never mind, I'm not doing that."
Oh my
There's
god.
a reason I
I will
call Desi
always
my
give
little
you an
chaos
out,
goblin.
but if you don't take it,
That's your own fault.
it's on you.
Oh my god, that's
We'll give
amazing.
Desi the chaos goblin in the chat.
It's me.
So now does Ranger think that that is the worst?
He's
I
gotta.
you know, there was a momentary thing where the price of Fernet went up by like $20 and we both looked at it and went, "Nah, F that." So I bought him a bottle of the most ridiculous hot purple like neon creme de violet, and he drank that and he said, "Oh my god, it tastes like flowers," and wasn't impacted by it. And I don't know what the bottle after that was. You know, I don't hate Fernet the same way he does. I can shoot it and kind of go, that could be better, but hey, it's alcohol. Cool. And go on with my night. I don't hate my life for it. But whatever this bottle was that I brought, it was somewhere between like drinking shampoo and Pepto Bismol and rubbing alcohol.
Ew.
That just
I
sounds
I even
That
awful.
I
sounds
had to bow
terrible.
down at that point and go, I'm so sorry. I'm never going to do this again. And
Oh,
then we went back to Fernet.
But would you say it's the worst thing ever?
No, there is one thing that is the worst ever. And I'm just waiting for Ranger to say there's nothing in the world worse than
and then you're
Fernet.
gonna be like, oh, but hold on, there
And then
is.
I'm going to be like, welcome to Malort.
Oh, I feel like this is just now an ongoing thing of what can
And I
Ranger
feel like
try next. That's he's gonna
the
hate.
worst beer, I don't even think Foster's is the worst beer. Just to
It,
circle back to, I think it's got to be like PBR. PBR is terrible.
See, I remember it must have been like a Gridsey session where they were all drinking the Fosters. And I'm like, I found one at the liquor store. I was like, I picked it up. I was like, I don't know, we'll see how this goes. And I like tried it with them. I was like, this is not that bad. Like, it just tastes like a college beer to me. Like, it's not that bad. So I never thought Foster's was. I think there's a lot worse than Foster's.
it's just bad beer.
Yeah, it's.
That's all
I
it
put it in
is.
the category of like cheap college beer that
I've
like you
never
just
just,
drank because it was free.
I've never
That's about
liked
it.
beer in general. Alcohol makes me like
Oh,
I love
Rager.
Ranger.
sick. Alcohol just makes me sick, so um, I tend to just, have like the fruity ones.
Now I just drink my wine. I'm good.
And that is the best course of action.
Yes.
Enjoy things that you enjoy and
Unless it's
don't
like a blue
challenge me.
moon. Unless it's a blue moon, I do like my blue moons.
Oh, a blue moon with an orange slice. Oh my
Yes.
God.
Okay,
Mm,
Yes.
here's a good
mwah.
challenge for you, Desi. Can you find anything better than like Sex on the Beach or Strawberry Daiquiris?
Yeah, I can.
Challenge. There you go.
The best thing that I have ever had that is alcohol was a flight of not tequila, but mezcal, where they kind of smoke the agave plant. So it's kind of like scotch, but it's also tequila. But the thing that really made the difference was this restaurant gave us an orange slice and cinnamon. So you kind of enjoy the tequila and put it down. It's not a chaser, but then you kind of like bite the orange and you bite the cinnamon. Heaven on earth. One of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. Shut up. Shut
I'm
up.
sure it's about to come out. I
Just waiting
still
for a
actually.
Durgan response.
The funny thing is, on that last stream, I thought for sure I was gonna get like clipped a couple times on the last uh D&D podcast.
Oh, I'm sure Kitty Yoda got you, and you just don't know it yet.
There's nothing wrong with getting clipped. I
You won't know you got
actually,
clipped until Kitty Yoda posts his whole like compilation of crazy stuff everybody says. You won't know. You're never
you
gonna
won't know
know.
until you do.
You won't,
It was
cause it.
actually a funny thing to me.
Yeah.
I went back to the RSG clips like over the last 5 years, and I had to kind of sit there and go, wow, I say unhinged stuff, but
If
I'm not
you
stopping.
if you ever listen to Finn stream and his one redemption is the community sayings,
Mm.
there is it's not even just what you say. It's taken so out of context. It's just like, what did you just say? And you're like, no,
It's
I
the
wasn't
out of
talking about that.
context.
That's not what I meant. But it sounds like that because that's how Kitty Yoda clipped it.
Because Kitty Yoda has a wonderful talent
Oh, yeah.
for capturing just the right moment. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
respect the heck out of that. That's part of the joy of the community,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yes.
Don't
A
worry about the
double
clips.
Durgan out of context clips? That sounds terrible.
Durgan's got
Yeah,
a
no,
ton of
it's
them. I don't even think his are out of context, though. His are
Only
just
of you.
stuff he says. Ugh. There's a
I
bunch
wonder
of.
how
all,
many he
all,
has of
all
you.
I'm saying is golf tokens, DD, and you know what I'm talking about. There are
Nothing.
worse things in the world.
Nothing will ever beat that one Gom clip, though.
Which one? There's been a lot.
Oh, God. Yeah, because he
I've
did
seen
have
some
one
really
of.
good clips from Desi.
No, there was one about, like, the Gomlin penis.
Oh, the okra?
Yes, the okra.
So I've actually like had to think really hard about whether or not I put an okra on my background because I want to do like a salute to God, but I know better.
Oh my god.
Yep,
Uh,
little goblin thing. Yes,
Oh my god.
exactly.
Yeah. The best was when Heinze would stream, and that was one of the redemptions, and it would just be so random. God.
Yes.
Oh man. I can't.
Stanley,
it is
I don't
about,
remember that one. Like, now we poke mommy? I don't think I was there for that.
but it is about 10:30, so we should move on to viewer questions.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. We just have that hard cutoff for.
Mm-hmm.
That may be the best
Okay.
clip SWGOH has given us, not counting the yearly whale.
Stanable says Relic 10 is on the way. Other than GLs, who will be your first R10 and why? So, Desi, we always start with the guest.
Can we just say it's gonna be like old Docker or something?
Marin,
Uh-oh. Desi's on mute.
muted.
Sorry, I hit mute. If I were to R10 at anybody, yes, it would absolutely be old Daka because stacking health, right? She's the person who makes the Night Sisters Night Sister, if one will. You can't kill her, you can't kill them. But the more they die, the stronger she gets. And I do appreciate that about her.
How
What
about
would
you,
you do,
Allie?
Kate?
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it would depend on the perks of Relic 10. Like, so, like, Relic 9 is the tanks. Like, what's Relic 10? I mean, if you're gonna make me pick, like, a random character, like, I've always had, like, like, my channel has always had a thing for, like, Candyman. So that would just be a fun one.
Odie.
No, Candor or Sordo. We call
Off
him
Duty Otter
Candyman.
says it has to be Bodhi.
Oh, no, I ain't doing Bodhi. But, like, my favorite character is Rex. So I would love to do Rex just
I
because he's my
love Rex
favorite.
so
That'd be respectable.
much.
But I would do Candyman just like because it's Candyman. It won't do me any good, but I would love to.
But I've wanted to do Candyman too because the stuff he does is redonkulous.
That was like a thing for like when I first started streaming like my OG account. Like I just had a relic Candyman just because like why not? I had the materials. Didn't have like anything else relics, but I would solo stuff with Candyman all the time, and it was just so
But
much fun.
do you remember when Clash posted that video about like, hey, if you're gonna mess with Candyman, this is what can happen? And
Yeah,
my jaw dropped. I was just like, he can do what? I want to do that. Never did. Regrets.
Yeah, mine would be I mean, obviously it says no GLs, or it would be Leia. She would be my first. Um,
Which one?
but GL Leia. But excluding that, obviously you gotta go with Bane. Um, the guy's
Yeah.
a nightmare. He's just a one-man wrecking crew, and I think that's obvious. Like he's gonna be super influential at R10.
I think that's like the obvious choice. But like, what's the fun choice? If you had to pick any character, no GL. If there was like Desi's old Daka, mine would be Candyman. Who was your spay? Just for fun, just because you could.
Drogon.
Drogon.
Ooh.
Okay,
I'm a Leia fan, so I like boosting up my Leia team.
makes sense. All right.
We got
All
some
right,
people in the chat saying cup. I do question your sanity.
That would be funny.
That's just the
That's an ongoing.
yeah,
joke.
Wampa. I
Like,
do
do
like
it for the
I do like
meme.
that one.
No.
Yeah, but there's so many people who have R9 cups right now anyway, so like that wouldn't be a hard
He did
fumble.
good work for me in TB. That's all I gotta say.
Um,
He
Skate,
actually
I like
served well
his.
under General Kenobi.
Skate says Wampa. That's a really fun
Wampa,
choice.
Wampa would be a fun
yes.
one. That would be fun because he can actually solo stuff.
All
Yep.
right, so if you could download the knowledge of another language, a la The Matrix, and be instantly fluent in any language, what would it be?
Japanese. I
I
want to watch anime without having to read subtitles.
oh my,
I love it.
I actually did Duolingo for a while, and I was doing French, but I don't think I would try and learn that. I think I would do Italian. If there'd be one I'd be fluent in, I think I would be Italian.
No, now you stole mine. I was gonna say definitely Italian. Um, it's one that I really, really want to learn. Um, Japanese being a strong second. Because again, I watch anime too.
Soul has a good answer. Binary. That's a skill.
It is a skill.
Yeah.
All right. Marshmallow 24. He's got three. If you're setting your roster up now to be in a better position for Relic Delta or Relic 10, or are we waiting for at least one to be released before you change how you build your roster?
Do you want me to take that one first, Desi?
Please.
So I don't think I'm really focusing on either of them right now. I don't think we know enough info about Relic 10 for me to make any decisions on who to bring up, especially since I'm going towards GL Hondo. So that's my priority. I'm trying to get GL Hondo. So I really haven't been doing anything drastic with my roster. And then the Relic Delta, the best I can do right now is just make a plan of if this happens, who are the people that I'm going to need to bring up. But like I said, my first priority right now is GL Hondo. Once I get Hondo, then I'll reevaluate and go from there.
That's probably about my answer. Maybe Relic 10 I'd be looking at, and that's gonna be like your main priorities being like GLs and your other big teams like Bane, Night Sisters, Mommy Mando, you're gonna want to get her up pretty quickly just because those are like your heavy hitters in GAC and everything. And then you really don't want to plan for Relic Delta right now because it's only in testing. A lot of people forget that. It is literally in the hands of like content creators to mess around with, figure out what's wrong, kind of like mess around with theories like we do, and it's going to change. So preparing for what we have now isn't what's going to be what the finished product is. So I would definitely like take that off your radar.
I also don't think the material is like you can't get enough of like the R9 like materials right now to justify bringing stuff up just because of Relic Delta and stuff, Relic 10, and taking your best guess. So,
Hey, I mean, justification. What's your goal, right?
yeah.
Are you trying to do a raid? Are you trying to do PvP? Are you just trying to do stuff for giggles?
Yeah.
Everybody's got their reasons for doing things. Just saying. R9 DACA. R9
Yeah,
DACA.
and then that's another thing, as Euphoria said, you kind of want to wait for the relic economy. They did say that going forward with the release of the new big patch, they're going to make the Relic 9 and 8 materials a lot easier to get. So messing around with stuff now rather than saving up for it later on down the road is probably your better option.
I this is something that they did in World of Warcraft, right? Whenever they would release a new patch, they would make the older gear way easier to get. And I do feel like the vibe is the same here. But the challenge is always going to be the challenge,
Well, they
no matter
have
what.
said that they're gonna make it easier. I think it was to come up to gear. What's it, 12 or 13?
Yeah, to basically get to
Get
Hmm.
through the
relics.
lower gear levels. Essentially, they're gonna make it easier for that. But I need to see what these economy changes are first. Like, it sounds great in theory, but I gotta
They're
see what
going to
that
have to be
entails.
drastic
Yeah.
because the amount of investment in R9, TB can only motivate you so far.
Yes.
And I do think that has a lot to do with the reasons why we're putting this thing in game now. Like, okay, if you got your relics, you got a bonus. If you don't, you got a negative. It is an encouragement to
Mm-hmm.
do the thing they want you to do. Whether I agree with it or not the point, but that's kind of where the mindset is. We want to encourage you to do the thing that we want you to do, for whatever reason that is.
So number two, do you think a former content creator could be convinced to come back to the game? If so,
Which
what do you
one?
think would need to happen?
I mean, there's a lot that left, so that could be really. I
And the
think the
answer is
answer is
different
this.
for everyone.
See, I think a lot of it is the same. I don't think
I think a
you'd
lot of
really
I
convince
think a lot of
anybody.
it is like it's just people get overwhelmed, and I actually do want to talk about this on another later podcast. Um, I want to talk about burnout. I think we could do a whole episode off that. Um, but I think that's
Yeah.
the major issue as to why you get some content creators leaving is because it just gets to be, especially being in a content creator paid spot, like it a lot of um effort and everything goes into taking notes, figuring out which videos you want to make, and then coming out with the content and actually recording it. There's a lot that goes into it. Plus playing the game, and um, I think that you just got to get to a point where you got to push through it, sort of. Um, and if not, you kind of lose the drive for it. It could go one of two ways, and I think it's not about doing anything to the game. It's just how many people have left for a couple of years and then come back. I'm one of them. Um, I don't know if you two have, but I know I did. I left for 3, 4 years. Um, and then you just come back to the games one day. It just happens.
But see, I think the difference is you didn't start as a streamer. So I don't think you're going to convince the streamers to come back. I really don't. I think maybe, yeah, you'll get a situation like Urs came back. But a lot of the reason why, if a streamer comes back, it has to do with where the state of the game is compared to like if they left to go do another game and came back. It's different. But I think you're not going to see like a lot of the other streamers who just left the game completely and stopped streaming. I don't think you'll see them come back.
It's it's hard to break into another market
Yeah.
if we're going to be real about it. It's difficult to it, the SWGO community is very insular, let's
Niche.
say.
Yeah.
We're very niche, but we also take care of our own. And we care very much about each other. I have seen it. I have lived it. And bigger communities are different, but also, one can get used to the level of acceptance and support that happens here, and then you try to break out into something else and just nobody's interested.
Yeah.
But also, your persistent viewers aren't interested because it's not the thing that they're showing up for.
Yep.
It's very difficult to break out and do a new thing. I've seen Urs try to do it a couple of times. I think he's having great success with the thing that he's doing right now, which isn't even gaming.
But I think just the thing that I've noticed is the creators that don't come back, like leave the game, leave streaming, leave everything. It's they get burnt out. And they
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them got to the point where they were so invested in streaming where they did try to make it like a primary job where personally I don't think streaming as your primary job is sustainable for majority of us. There are a few cases where it is, but most of us it is not. There's
You gotta blow
very
up,
rare. Yeah, there's
and
very
that's
very few.
very, very rare.
But then
But
you add
you're
in the
you're never
burnout.
gonna blow up with SWGOH.
You
Like it's
earn. You
just
also
not gonna
have the
happen.
burnout with
Unless your name's Arnold.
trying to think of all the different content and like the creators they do put a ton of time and effort into this game, the ones that are making the videos and doing like Ranger puts a ton of time into the game. He streams what every single day. Like
Can
he's
confirm.
dedicated so much to this community, and unless you can do that and not burn out, you're gonna burn out and you're gonna be so over this game that you're not gonna think twice about coming back. Is just what I've seen through the years. So
Trust me, I get it.
yeah.
And question number 3. If your current work company had a promotional benefit where you could comfortably do remote work from any vacation spot of your choosing, where are you working from and why?
Croatia.
Interesting.
The
Why Croatia?
entirety of Croatia is coastline, islands. One of my coworkers is actually a Croatian native, served in the military there for a long time. And he goes back every year to visit his family. And I had no idea where in the heck Croatia was or why it was a thing, but he showed me the pictures and I was like, what is this island paradise?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, that is a Mediterranean. Croatia, all the way. Done. Sold.
I would be Hawaii. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I told my husband if we weren't dating during COVID, and if I was just single, I would have up and moved to Hawaii during COVID and just done my work from there. I would have done that in a heartbeat. I looked into like Airbnbs and I was looking up flights. So yeah, I 100% would have done Hawaii. Because with my job, I also had to stay within the United States, which is within the United States. So I would do that.
I'm trying to think. I want to say like I want to say I would love to do it from Italy. But I don't feel
Not
like
gonna
that's
say it.
like a
What is it?
I'd love to do it from Italy too.
but I feel like Italy is like not really a vacation spot. I mean it is,
Italy
but
is
it's
a huge vacation spot.
um so I want to say like a beach somewhere, but
Sounds
That's
like
why I
Desi's
picked
not getting
Croatia.
to Italy anytime soon.
Ranger says F Italy, that's where Fernet comes from.
That's why I'm laughing. I mean, I think Spain is a great choice too. The pace of life there is so much slower than I think what we're used to in America.
Yeah.
And it just sounds so relaxing.
You know
So
what?
Okay, I think I know. I think I gotta go Paris. Could you imagine being on like a company call and you have the Eiffel Tower, like the real Eiffel Tower in the background?
That'd be pretty cool.
it really would. Yeah, I I'd do that. I do love me a good baguette. I'm all about the food. Like, please feed me all the things. I want to taste everything that I've never tasted before. I love food.
You know, like what one of my
Obviously.
like life goals is? Like, you ever see those cruises that go like around the world? That would be
Yup.
awesome. I would love to do that.
Oh my God, yes. I would
Those
totally do that.
those river cruises that go all through Europe.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. I love
Oh,
that.
yes, please.
I've wanted to go backpacking too. I mean, that's just a Gilmore Girl thing. Um,
I'd want to
I
do
love you for that.
backpacking, but I don't know if I could do it anymore. I think I'm too old.
My knees would die.
Yeah, I
Literally
can't
die
do
in a
it.
fire.
I don't think I could do it.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
okay, so funny thing, since chat's talking about Canada, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but I have a weakness for the Canadian accent. Like, I
I
don't,
I I
I
do
don't know
too.
why. It's just like I hear it and it's like, oh, it's so.
So watching Letterkenny is kind of an experience for you, is what I'm hearing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
A soul
Like
there.
if you could take Kymir and give him a Canadian accent, I'd be
Oh,
dead.
shut up. Shut. Mm. Couldn't handle it. Sorry,
Everybody's gonna
Ranger.
listen to this and be like, what am I listening to? Oh man.
Sorry.
I was about to say, Ray Rock said, I was like, we had Ricky P on the other week and he's from Canada.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't use like the Canadian. He's got more of like a French accent. I'm talking like
No, Ricky P has a Canadian accent.
No, I have a story about that though. So, Ulrich, he speaks French. You know, he
exactly.
went
A French
to
Canadian doesn't count. It's got to be like the.
he went to a French school, and we sat down and we watched Letterkenny together. And we've listened to Quebecois, right? And he just can't make heads or tails of it. He was like, "What is this redneck French?" Like it doesn't make any sense to a native French speaker. It cracks me up. Quebecois is its own dialect. It's a Creole, and that is a very beautiful thing. Yeah,
Oh my God.
so
Now, one of these days, we're just gonna be watching a voiceover. You're just gonna see Kymir. He's gonna be like, "Oh heck yeah, bud."
Oh my goodness.
I
It's
love you
slippery as
guys.
shit out here, eh?
Alright. Well, it is almost 11 o'clock, so we should probably start wrapping it up.
All right,
Yeah,
Desi, any last words?
I I love you guys so much. I love this community. Um, thank you so much for accepting me into it, and embracing me so much. I know I'm not a creator, but um, you always made me feel like one,
You're the famous
and I'll always
Desi.
be grateful for that.
Of course.
You are definitely of like creator standards.
Thank you. Love you
Like we
guys.
said,
That's all I got.
everybody knows Desi everywhere you go. You know who Desi is. And they all know your voice. Like everybody knows your voice.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay. Y'all go on. I'll bring you the thing in a minute. I'm so sorry. Go on.
Oh, I'm about to close it out, so
Do you want to
if
say
you're
what?
gonna say it,
I'll give it to you guys after the fact.
Okay.
It'll be for y'all.
okay, sounds good. So I hope you all enjoyed the podcast. Again, if you ever want to catch it live, which we do enjoy the viewer questions and everything and love the interactions, If you were in last week, it got pretty crazy with Pillsy coming in with 60 memberships.
And
Um,
Aussie
all
Mike.
the and Aussie Mike. Yeah, definitely check us out. We do stream every Tuesday about 9 EST. Although next week we do have a special episode streaming at 7 o'clock EST with the one and only Nooch Too Good. Um, so make sure you check that out. Uh, Next week, again, earlier start time. Um,
We are getting to bed at a reasonable hour.
Woo woo!
uh,
Yeah.
so if you want to catch Nooch in the club, make sure you check that out. You can catch all of our stuff at Linktree. That's linktr period ee slash Club 38. There you get the Discord link. You get my YouTube, my Twitch, Kate's Twitch, anything. Anything Club 38 that you could need. So make sure you definitely join that Discord. You could get all the notifications, grab the role for Club 38, grab my stream role, grab Kate's stream role, and be notified when any of us go live. Also, you could check us out on Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts.
I see Desi had her hand up.
I just want to put one last thing out there.
Okay.
Support women creators in SWGOH. Okay? Do it. Do it. That is all.
I'm pretty much crowning me and Kate the queens of SWGO.
You are. You
I can't
absolutely
even
are.
say anything because I haven't been streaming GACs or anything
Well,
other
I
than
can
this
say it on
recently.
your behalf, and I'm not you, so I'm right. These are the queens. Y'all love up on them.
Oh,
Treat
Also,
them
I
right.
am going
Desi.
to say it here. My kids go back with their dad on Friday night. So I will be streaming this week finally again. So I will be back this coming up week.
My schedule is way too unpredictable. If I decide to stream, it'll be a last second thing that you'll know if you have notifications on. Because that's how
Well,
it
we'll
goes.
be happy to see it when it comes, Kate.
That's how toddler life goes. So, you know, it's all good.
Damn right it is.
But thank you guys for joining. We're going to wrap up the recording, but we'll still be going on Twitch for a little bit to do a raid. But yeah, thank you for
All
joining.
right.
We'll see you next week at 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch with Nooch. Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, basically, just for kind of hyping up next week, as you go about your day, always remember, Nooch too good.
And Aussie Mike, I did my TW battle, so you can stop with that. I did them.
Hey,
All right.
Aussie Mike, I'm trying to get in the guild. Remember that.
Alrighty. We'll see you guys next week.